Fate brought two men together in one compartment. One was in his 60s and the other in his 50s. The older one was Albert, and the younger was Liam. For a while they sat in silence, each lost in their own thoughts. Albert noticed that Liam was reading a yacht magazine and asked if the man was interested in the sea. Liam was embarrassed and sighed. He replied that he dreamed of becoming a sailor all his childhood, but life decided otherwise. I grew up far from the sea, and in our area, land lawyers were needed more than sailors. My parents insisted on legal education, and here I am, a lawyer. He pointed to the magazine and added that it'll remain his dream. After all, now there are other concerns, and he's a married man with 2 children, who's already over 40 years old. Albert laughed. He replied that Liam was talking nonsense. He also had a dream, only his passion was the sky and airplanes. Liam said it was expensive to fly, and this requires a lot of money. Albert laughed again. I tried to dissuade and frighten myself too. Since childhood, I wanted to be a pilot, but I underwent surgery on my nose, and it turns out that you can't be a pilot with that kind of surgery. Albert said that all his life, he has sadly looked at flying planes, and then retirement came, the children left, he built a greenhouse for his wife, and took a flight course. And it turned out that he qualified for private flights. Albert delightedly talked about how much easier getting a pilot's license than a driving license has become nowadays. He completed courses that lasted only a month, while it took him much longer to learn to drive. Then, a few hours of flying with an instructor, and he was allowed to sit at the helm himself. Liam asked if it was expensive to rent a plane. Albert replied that renting a small plane for an hour every 2 weeks doesn't harm the retired person's budget. And now I'm a pilot. I fly. Sometimes, sitting in the pilot's seat, I can't believe it. What seemed unattainable for me in my youth came true when I retire. So it's never too late to achieve your dream. Liam considered, but Albert stopped him from thinking. He said that if he had no more excuses for his laziness and fears, then at the end of those magazines, there should be contacts for yacht training. Liam opened the last pages of the magazine, and there really wasn't advertisements for such a school. He looked anxiously at Albert, who nodded encouragingly. Thus began the friendship of 2 adult men, a pilot and the future captain of a small yacht. After all, it's never too late for friendship and dreams of a lifetime.